Hello, my YMCA chair yogis. Welcome to Bali, Indonesia. I am so excited to bring you a practice right here from Bali. Although I understand you have a new instructor on Wednesdays for chair yoga, I still owed you one more video, so I'm going to throw this out there just for those days when you may not have an instructor, or for maybe you can't make it into the Y and you just want to practice at home, or maybe you like to do your homework at home on the weekends. So we take a chair for, whoa, I'm in Bali. We take a stand for chair yoga, not a chair for stand yoga. I guess we could take a chair for stand yoga. If we want to, we can do whatever we want. All right, but let's stand up nice and tall behind your chair with your hands on the back of the chair for support, but remember not to lean into your chair and scrunch your shoulders, standing up nice and tall, and just back up from the chair just enough so your elbows can be bent slightly, not straight, not fully bent, but just comfortable. And let's ground first. So find Tadasana, your most beautiful, delicious Tadasana, standing up tall, and you've got soft knees, your feet are rooted into the ground, you've got a slight pelvic tilt, so your tailbone gets a little bit heavy if that feels okay. And let's just reach up and take a deep breath in, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and if it feels good, close down your eyes. Let your shoulders relax, and you can hold on with one or both hands if bringing your hands to your heart feels too vulnerable, and if closing your eyes feels too vulnerable, of course, hang on. And let's take a nice deep breath in, exhale out, and I feel our theme today should be transformation, because it's absolutely transformational being in a place like Bali. And if while your eyes are closed, maybe you can transport yourself to a tropical island somewhere. Even if you've never been, imagine. Smell the ocean, the smells of the ocean, hear the seagulls crying or the birds singing. Or if you are more comfortable in the mountains, hear the brook rushing, the water. And take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, and maybe you want to say this mantra. Inhale, I welcome transformation. Exhale, I am free. One more deep breath in. And exhale, and flutter your eyes open. Beautiful. All right, let's get this body moving, shall we? So in your Tadasana, let's wake up the feet first a little bit. We'll start with our root, our grounding, rolling through the feet a little bit, just getting a little bit of movement through the balls of the feet, through the toes, the arches. And so maybe rolling up onto the balls of your feet and your toes. And then if you feel like you're secure enough, maybe you roll up onto the balls of the feet and rock back on the heels. I find when I rock back on my heels, I need to bend my knees a little more and hang on a little better if I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable to falling. And if I'm feeling really vulnerable to falling, which sometimes happens, then I just stay with the forward lift with the heels. Forward lean onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels behind. All right, hold yourself in Tadasana, and you can hang on or let go, and let's roll the shoulders, bringing some lubrication to the shoulder girdle, rolling through. And if it feels nice to close your eyes, maybe you close your eyes, reverse. If you want to take in the sights, maybe take in the sights. Maybe look around at your fellow yogis. Smile. All right, let's place the hands back on the back of the chair and bend into the knees. And this time, bend your knees a little and sit back into chair. Utkatasana, so we sit back just a little baby chair and then stand back up and squeeze your butt. Sit back, push your hips back a little, and squeeze your butt when you stand up. And so if you don't have to hold on or you don't feel like you need to hold on, you can maybe slide the hands down towards the knees. And if you feel better holding on, maybe just one hand slides down. And if you feel like you need both hands on the chair, on the back of the chair while you're taking a chair, and then keep both hands there. Start to notice your legs getting tired and strong and weary at the same time. And then stand up nice and tall. And roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down, and take your chin down to your chest and let your head be heavy, maybe even just slightly leaning gently forward. And then rise back up with the crown of the head and look over your right shoulder. And then turn, face the front, and look over your left shoulder. And let's just flow like that. Bring yourself in the middle, over to the side. Bring yourself in the middle, over to the other side. Take a deep breath in the middle. Exhale over to the right. Inhale in the middle. Exhale over to the left. One more time. Inhale in the middle. Exhale over to the right. Inhale in the middle. Exhale over to the left. Inhale in the middle. Now we'll take ear to shoulder and we'll float through the neck hair. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm in Bali. All right. So rise the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder or your left ear to the left shoulder, whatever side you're on. I knew I would do this. In Bali, there's so much beauty all around. Like, I cannot even describe the gorgeousness of this island. And the beautiful nature that's all around me and the beautiful life of the Indonesian Balinese culture. Rise up and roll your shoulders again. So I have a lot to be distracted about, so I apologize. I hope this is an effective practice for you. Reverse. Pull your arms forward, your shoulders forward. Beautiful. Okay. Interlace your fingers in the front, flip your palms away, and to the best of your ability, push your arms away. And then gently pull your shoulders down, gently push your palms away. Send your butt down a little bit by bending your knees a little and keep a soft bend in your elbows. And that's a lot. That's a big ask, right? There's a lot going on here. Maybe you make your tailbone heavy by tucking a little bit back there. And then take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, up, up. And then exhale, arms down. And then take your hands behind your back, interlace, put the other thumb on top if that's possible, and gently pull your heart forward. Now, if you can't find your hands, just pull your arms back and hands reach toward one another. It's not a problem at all if you can't interlace. Don't even worry. Just pull your shoulders down and then squeeze your arms together like you're squeezing a ball between your hands. And then release that, and let's have a feather touch on the back of our chair. And we're going to turn our toes out like we're in ballet, and we're turning feet out. So heels might touch, but if you need to walk your feet apart, if that feels better, please feel free. Bend into both knees a little bit, and then lift up your right knee and set it down, and lift up your left knee and set it down. And the entire time you're doing this, keep alternating one side then the other. Right knee up and left knee up. Each time you do this, notice if one hip feels different than the other. Also, let's point the toe down. So right hip up, point the toe down. And then left knee up. I said hip, I meant knee, sorry. Left knee. Now I said the wrong side, see? This is what Bali does to you. Right knee, point the toe. Left knee, point the toe. Now flex your foot. Flex your foot. That means try to keep your heel digging, pull your toes up. So right side, flexed foot, left side, flexed foot. And we'll do one more each side because I know it's time to sit. Lift up, and then lift up. Beautiful. Have a seat. I know you're waiting for this special moment to have a nice seat. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to turn my chair slightly to the side. You stay there. I'm just turning slightly to the side so that you can see me a little bit better. So we're going to do some seated cat-cows from here. So I have arms on this chair, and so it makes it a little more difficult to maneuver some of the postures. But instead of sitting back here against the back of the chair, see if you can come away from the back of the chair. And I'm going to actually keep going forward because of the arms of this chair. I'm going to actually sit on the very edge, but please feel free to sit back, just not against the back. Okay, so hands out in front, and we've got each hand over each knee. And we're going to take a deep breath in and pull your heart forward, pull your shoulder blades together in the back like two elevator doors, and then exhale and round, and even tucking the chin. And this will be slightly more exaggerated as we go, right? So we'll inhale, lift up with your heart, pull your shoulders down, pull your heart through the gate of the shoulders, and then exhale back and round and tuck your chin, sinking back on your tailbone. Inhale, rise up. And if my breath is too slow or too fast, please feel free to make it yours. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale, rise up with that heart. Exhale back. And then sit up nice and tall, and let's stir the pot, or stir the peanut butter, as we say. So again, feel free to be on the edge if you're comfortable, but just try to not use the back of the chair to lean on. And what we're going to do is stir around with our tailbone, acting as though you're stirring the bottom of the fruit at the bottom of the yogurt, and you're trying to scrape all around the bottom of that yogurt container to get all the fruit. Reverse, because if you don't get all the beautifully sweetened, naturally of course, sweetened fruit at the bottom, it might be a little too tangy. Let's go one more. And then rise up and sit up tall. Take your arms straight out into a T. Arms straight out into a T. And you're facing forward, and again, I'm just facing slightly to the side so you can see me better. For this one, maybe I'll stay here. Inhale. And then exhale, take a cactus. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, lift your heart, bring your elbows up and your fingertips back, and then exhale, just sit up tall. Inhale, take a cactus, lift your heart, exhale back. Now, if you are okay with looking up, maybe you lift your heart and your gaze and your chin, and then exhale back. One more time, inhale, rise up, cactus, and then exhale. Now rise up with both arms, hook your thumbs at the top, pull the arms way up there, lift, squeeze, and we're going to push down to lift up. So push your feet into the ground, push your butt into the seat, and then lift your arms up as you're pushing down. Squeeze your butt so hard you can feel yourself lifting. Breathe. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your butt. Inhale, release. Inhale, squeeze your butt. Exhale, release. Only one more, I promise. Inhale, squeeze your butt. Lift, 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 lift the arms. Exhale, release. Oh, roll the shoulders. Beautiful. On that same theme, we're going to interlace the fingers, place them on top of the head, and then you're going to not pull down on your head. You're going to actually hover the hands just over your head. And then I want you to squeeze so hard through your butt and into the feet that you lift up and touch your hands with the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale, push up into your hands. If you can't quite get there, pull your hands down a little bit, but not very far. And exhale. Inhale, lift up into those hands, push into the hands. If you need to make contact by pulling your hands down a little, go ahead, but keep pushing up into your hands. And exhale, release. Ooh, that was a long inhale, sorry. Two more. Inhale, lift up into those hands, push, 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 push. Push down to lift up, exhale back. One more time. Inhale, push into the ground, lift up into the hands, lift up, head is into the hands, and exhale. Oh, let's take another cat-cow. As a matter of fact, let's just settle back into cat for a moment and open up the spine. So tuck your chin, round your spine. This is spinal flexion. Feel your belly get strong on every exhale. Inhale, exhale, tuck and squeeze. Inhale, rise up to cat. Rise up to cow. Pull your heart forward, shoulders down, and this is spinal extension. Now we're extending the spine. So stick your tailbone out, maybe lift your chin, shoulders down, and release. Good job. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit for our sides. So again, since you don't have arms, you can probably stay just slightly in from your seat. Take your hands, interlace them behind your head, and put the other thumb on top. Keep playing with your brain. Keep giving your brain something new to think about. And I'll face this way just for a second. All we're going to do is lateral squeeze to the side, lateral bend. So you're going to go over to your right, inhale up, and then you'll exhale over to your left. Inhale up. So I'll go ahead and angle myself. Inhale, exhale over to the right. Inhale tall, exhale over to the left. Inhale tall, tall, tall. Exhale over. Inhale tall, exhale over. One more time each side. Inhale tall, exhale over. And then inhale tall, exhale over. Inhale tall. Hook your thumbs at the top, lean back, lift your heart, reach. Inhale. And exhale, arms down. And take your chin straight down and just roll through. Roll through. Each side. Finding space in the back of your neck, all those vertebrae back there. Beautiful. And last time, rise up. Okay, so we're going to stand again for another sequence. And on this sequence, we're going to practice our warrior series standing, and then we'll practice it seated. So I'm going to stand to the side of my chair so you can see me better, but you are going to be back here behind your chair. Okay, so just to be clear, you're holding on. And if you need to stay holding on with one hand, leave one hand on the chair, and just know that it's there for you. And if you need to hold on the whole time, that's fine. So otherwise, you're behind your chair with your hands on the back, and we're going to stand in Tadasana. And I want you to bend your knees a little, tuck your tailbone, and rise up into Warrior One arms. Reach up. So if I'm holding on, I can try one arm up at this time and hold on with the other arm. And you lift and rise. So you have the apple under your chin so that you keep your neck in its nice neutral shape. Reaching up, take a deep breath in. And if you've got both arms up, you're here. Gently pull your shoulders down and plug them in, and then spread your fingers and then let them back up a little bit. So you spread your fingers really wide and then you let them just kind of relax in. But you've got energy coming out your fingertips. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze, take a deep breath. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Warrior One. Very nice. And then rest your arms. I know that's a lot. Those isometric holds get to be kind of tiring. So we'll take a Warrior Two now. And we're going to head over to the right. So if you need to hold on with your left hand, please do so. And again, I'll show it here. So if your hands are here and you're holding on, you'll just add your right arm. So let's take the feet wide. And then turn your right toes over to the right. And then turn your left toes in a little bit. And then just bend your right knee just a little bit so that you've got a little bit of an angle going over to the right side. And if all of that is uncomfortable, you just stay in Tadasana and a wide leg. You can always do just the arms. So then you bring your knee just a gentle bend in the front, rise up into Warrior One arms, and then exhale to Warrior Two by extending your right arm out. Look over your right fingers and your left arm behind you. So right arm is in front, left arm's behind. Let's gently pull the shoulders down, extend the arms out, reach the fingertips, like energy's coming out your fingertips. And you've got this gentle bend in that right front knee. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, rise both arms up, Warrior One arms. And then exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, look right, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. And then step back up to Tadasana, hands to the heart. And we'll get the other side. And again, if you're back here and you need to hold on, you can also imagine everything. It's really cool because you still make a brain-body connection. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to turn the left toes out and take a little bit of a wider stance if you're able to. Again, if you need to stay in Tadasana and just do the arms in Tadasana, that's fine. This is just to add a little more strength for the legs, a little more interplay with that lower body. So you turn your left toes out and they face to the left wall, exactly out to the left. Your right toes they're not perpendicular and they're not exactly parallel. They're somewhere in between. And then you bend into your left knee gently. And you try to keep your shoulders and hips lined up, right? So you're not leaning forward at all. You're staying right over your hips. Gentle bend in that left knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Look over your left middle finger, shoulders down. Inhale, rise up in the middle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. We've got one more for good luck. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, reach, energy coming out your fingertips. Inhale, warrior one, step back together if you can into mountain. And then hands come into the heart. Bring those hands to the heart. Bring your heart up to your thumbs. Pull your shoulders down. Tuck your tailbone slightly if you like. Take a deep breath. And then hands to the sides. And release and walk yourself around and have a seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Good stuff. So we'll take just a quick little breathing break. Sit up as high as you want to, or actually take a break and lean back. It's not Shavasana yet, but you're just taking a break as needed because we take child's pose a lot of time in class, don't we? And so, well, we do in our standing classes. We don't do it as much in chair. But I would like to offer a forward fold, child's pose-ish. And I know the sequence is different today because I didn't want it to be the same thing that I have always done in chair. So your forward fold can be, and again, I'll show you from the side so it's a little easier to see. So in the past, we've done a forward fold where we fold over our legs and we let our arms come down. This time, I want you to cross your arms and let your head come forward and then lean forward that way. And we'll make this a child's pose, half forward fold. And now we've given that spine a little forward fold. And so now we'll take a forward fold. So inhale deeply, lifting your heart. And then exhale, forward fold over those legs. And let your head be heavy and maybe nod your head yes slowly. And maybe gently turn your head side to side, left to right. And then let yourself be heavy forward. And then get ready to root down to rise up. Push into your heels, push into your butt, rounding up. And then lift your heart when you get to the top. And then reach your arms up, up, up. And then bring your exhale right to your thumbs. Holding your shoulders down. Closing down the eyes. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then exhale, hands come down to the sides. Beautiful. Okay, so let's add a little seated sun salutation flow. So we'll rise up, reach up with the arms. Exhale to cactus, lift the heart. Inhale, rise back up with the arms. Exhale, arms down to the sides. And then into your heart and lift your heart. And then I want you to squeeze your butt and lift the crown of your head. Release the squeeze. Inhale, rise up. Gentle lean back. Exhale, arms out to a T this time. Spread your fingers. Inhale, bend your arms to cactus, and then reach the heart up. Exhale, reach the arms up over your head. Inhale, hands come to your heart, and just breathe. Trying to mix it up. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, arms come all the way down to the sides. Tap your thighs. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Lift your heart right up to your thumbs. Same thing. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back. Exhale, arms come down and tap your thighs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to add a twist. Inhale, rise up with both arms. Exhale, twist around to your right, tap down. Inhale, rise both arms up to the top. Exhale, twist around to the left. Inhale, rise up. Center. Exhale, bring it around to the right. Inhale, rise up with both arms, center yourself. Exhale, twist around to the left, bring your arms down and tap somewhere, wherever they land. Inhale, rise up into the center. Exhale, tap down. Now I'm going to give you that challenge. Every time you come in the center, squeeze your butt and get tall. Inhale. Exhale, down. So now we're inhaling and squeezing on the inhale on the rising up squeeze. Exhale, twist around to your right. Inhale, rise up, squeeze your butt, squeeze, tall, tall, tall. Exhale, around. One more time each side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tap down. Then inhale, rise, get as tall as you can, squeeze your butt. Exhale, hands to the heart. Oh, very nice. Take a breather. Maybe grab a drink. If you have your water close by and you feel like you need to hydrate, please feel free. Delicious. Water never tasted so good. Okay, so next we are going to heel toe the feet apart. So start seated up tall, and then heel toe your feet until you get as wide as you think you can and end with the toes turned out. And if you feel like, oh, I went too far, come back in and just turn the toes out, and then, just inch your way out until you find that sweet spot where you feel a little energy. You're turned out, your hips are working. And then squeeze your butt, sit up tall. Take your hand right in front of your nose and gently pull your neck back to get that head right over the shoulders, heart forward, squeeze your belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Take that left arm on the inside of the left leg. Gently pull back if that's available. If it feels too much, just hang out there. Lift up your right arm, and we're going to take gentle little lowering of that left side. So what you'll do is you'll go inhale, lift tall, exhale, start to run your fingertips towards your foot, and then inhale, rise tall. Exhale, take that left hand down towards the foot, just a little bit. Inhale, rise tall. If you feel like, oh, I could go a little further, then you have agency. You get to decide how low you go. If you're tight or you feel like you're going to fall off your chair, please feel free to just shorten that range of motion. One more time. Reach and come back up. And then bring your hands to your heart. Lift that heart to the thumbs. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right arm now on the inside of that right knee. Lift up with your left arm. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, rise up. I hope this butterfly that's flying around will come to behind me so you can see. Bring it down on the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it down. Reach. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach. Oh, inhale, rise up. And then bring your hands right into your heart. Now, here's our challenge, and you can back off if you need to right now. This is just adding a challenge. Take your knees, open them wide, and then release. Open them wide, and then release. Open them wide. The sounds of nature are incredible here. I'm right by a creek, and there's so many creatures. And release. One more time. Ooh, oh, big time. Walk those feet together. Oh, I know. So wherever you are in your practice today, honor that place, right? There's days when we just don't have the energy, and there's days when we've got loads of energy. And so you get to decide how far, how deep, how much, right? Okay, sitting up tall, let's stir the pot again, because the sacral area, the pelvic floor needs a lot of attention, and that, well, there's all kinds of muscles in here that need stimulation reverse, and they need to be used. And so as we take our pelvic circles, our clocks, or stirring the peanut butter or stirring the yogurt, it really helps to keep these muscles strong. All these muscles that protect our sacred area, you know, our digestion, our elimination, there's a lot of important organs inside here. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to now walk the feet together and take butterfly. So you can just walk your feet together and let your knees kind of fall away from one another. Or if you want to go a little deeper, I mean, you might need to be at the edge of your chair, but be secure. See if you can take your feet even wide, or your knees even wider with the bottoms of your feet together. Sitting up tall. And you've got this dance of effort and ease. That's EASE, so effort and ease. So challenge and softness, like taking it to the next level and softening it down and being gentle with yourself. And you get to decide, and you get to find that beautiful, happy medium and that incredible dance of darkness and light to find what works for you, so that this yoga can really seep in and work its magic inside your body, inside your soul. All right, let's release that, and let's go the opposite way. Walk your feet wide, and your toes don't need to turn out or anything. They can be turned forward or whatever's comfy on your ankles. And then let's drop the knees toward one another. This is fallen bridge. Your arms can relax down by the sides, or if you feel like you need to hold on to the sides of your chair, please feel free. And then from here, sit up with the crown of your head lifted, and then remember to put that apple under your chin, or that fist size under your chin, so that you honor the natural curves of your spine. So your spine is long, never straight, because we have 4 natural curves in our spine. Got the first kyphotic curve down at the sacrum, and then we have a lordotic curve at the low back, lumbar spine. Then we have a kyphotic curve up in the thoracic area, and then we have a lordotic curve of our neck. What does all that mean? It means that your spine has natural curves, and so if anyone ever says straight spine, what they mean is neutral, as straight as possible, honoring those curves, right? Sit up tall, roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let those shoulder blades come down and together in the back, and then relax, because that's not sustainable the whole time, right? We're just creating some muscle memory back there. Let's extend now the right leg. The right leg. Your right, my left. Sitting up tall, and then flex your foot and point. Flex and point. And again, I'm going to angle myself a little bit here. So flexing and then pointing. Flexing, pulling the toes towards you, pointing. And your leg, same thing. Our legs are never really straight. I mean, we always want to have a gentle bend, a micro bend, sometimes we'll say. Slightly bent. Now, hold your toes up this time. And then hold your toes long, pointing the toes. And we're going to try to reach forward with a forward fold. So be careful. If you need to hold on, maybe reach with one arm, maybe the opposite arm if you want a little twist. Otherwise, take a deep breath in with both arms. And then exhale and bring yourself forward. And again, if you need to support yourself, please do so. It's a little different surface than the Y, so this chair could go out from under me. So be careful. You be careful at home or at the Y, and bring yourself forward. And then to honor your back and to honor your leg, feel your way through this, right? So if you feel like keeping your back more straight, you'll get strong through your core and your back to keep yourself straight. If you feel like rounding, feel free to round. Honor what your body wants and needs today. And then gently rise up and then flex your foot. Now, this is a little harder, usually, to flex in some ways because it stretches your hamstring differently, but in some ways it brings your toes closer, and so it might feel like you can actually reach your toes. So just reach towards your toes and maybe placing your right hand over your left and reaching, and then coming up, and then maybe putting your left hand over your right, and just notice the difference. See what happens. And don't worry if you can't touch your toes. That's not the goal. The goal is to stretch and use your body. Let's switch sides. Extend now your left leg and point and flex. Point and flex. When you pull your toes up, let your knee bend so that you have somewhere to go, right? There's so many cool muscles making this happen inside the body. It's cute to be here and teaching other yoga instructors about the body and different muscles, and it's a great reminder of how blessed we really are. Point the toes, and let's just reach toward. And again, you can keep your spine more erect and go for more of a sort of a half lift, or you can round and reach. Breathe, make sure you're not falling off your chair. And then as you're ready, come up and flex your foot. And you have the option now to just hinge, and you can just hang onto your chair and hinge if that feels better. If you want to go a little deeper, maybe you reach with your right hand over your left. And then rise up, and maybe you reach your left hand over your right. And then rise back up, and then sit up nice and tall. And if this is available, we're going to do a half butterfly and then an H stretch for those of you that can and want to. All right, so extend your right leg down, out. I'll show you from the side and then from the front. And then you're going to take the left side, and you're just going to take the left knee and bend it, and let your left knee bend out to the side to open up that left hip. So if that just feels like, oh, there is hardly anything going on, then feel free to hook the left leg over the right. And you can go at the ankle, you can come up just below the knee or above the knee, but please avoid the knee joint. And then if you're one of those people who says, I still want to go deeper, then maybe bring that right knee into a 90 degree, and then sit up here and get your H stretch or number 4 stretch. And so I tried to show different levels because we're all at a different level. We all have different injury history. We all have different length legs, different length torsos, and different injury history for sure, right? So please honor your body and just close down your eyes so you can feel the feels and the sensations. It's not about the way it looks, it's about the way it feels, right? Right? Right. One more breath here. Okay, release that, and we'll go to the other side. So extend your left leg, and then take your right leg, bend it, and then allow your right knee to just fall away from your left leg. The bottom of your foot starts to make its way towards that left leg. And then if you're fine here and you want more, and the other version, I apologize that I didn't say it on the other side, is to put a block underneath your foot also. It gives you an option to have something steady there that's not as high, and you can put the block on either of the 3 different heights to bring your foot up slowly and incrementally. Then maybe you want to come higher, so you can go below the knee or above the knee, just never on the knee. We don't want to put pressure on the joint. And then if anyone desires to go deeper, and if it's available for you, then make that 90-degree commitment and then sit up tall. Some of you may even gently press down on the knee if that feels like it's in your practice without hurting you. We never want to force, we just coax, we just invite. Sitting up tall. Just honoring your body, focusing on your breath, the transformation that just happened inside your body. That's our theme. Transforming one breath at a time, making ourselves stronger, more tolerant. And release. Beautiful. All right. Well, it's time for Shavasana. So, in Shavasana, we find our most comfortable seated position. And if you're thirsty, please take a drink because you need to be comfortable, right? If you're thirsty, honor and hydrate. And then we'll take that to the next level by honoring ourselves. And I like to, I don't like to call it slump asana the way some people like to. I mean, I say it, but I don't like it. But we kind of fall back into the chair comfortably. And you can let your arms hang. You can take a butterfly with your feet, bottoms of the feet together, knees apart. You can let your chin rest on your sternum, the top of your sternum. At home without arms, I let my arms just dangle and come down. If your neck wants to, and it's okay, you can maybe lift your chin, but make sure you're not wrenching your cervical spine. And just be comfortable and close down the eyes. And notice the breath. Inhale, filling the ribs. And the exhale, noticing all the little nuances of the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, it's fun to breathe. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And I want you to just breathe on your own, however you're comfortable. Relaxing between your eyebrows. Relaxing your jaw. Noticing how your body feels. You've got the chair supporting you, the floor supporting you. Feel the air on your skin. Feel your clothes where they land on your skin. Maybe bring a little smile to your lips. I'm going to be totally quiet for a few seconds. And so relax and breathe while we finish up our Shavasana, and I'll call you out in just a bit. And take a deep breath in and out. Wiggle your fingers and toes and gently bring yourself up to seated when you're ready. Wiggle around a little, see what your body likes and wants and needs. Maybe take your neck through a few swirly twirls. And then let's bring the hands to the heart. And take a deep breath in and reach up, rise up. And then exhale the hands to the heart. And if you're comfortable, close down your eyes. Today we talked about transformation and this beautiful ancient art of yoga that transforms our body one breath at a time, one asana or posture at a time, one beautiful thought at a time. We started with that mantra, I'm willing to transform. On the inhale and on the exhale, I am free. Beautiful. So inhale, I'm willing to transform. Exhale, I am free. Flutter your eyes open. I want to say I miss you terribly. I'm so happy to be here, but I really miss my YMCA yogis so much. You all mean so much to me. And I think about you all the time. And I play the recording of your notes to me all the time. And I just honor, love, and cherish each and every one of you. And even if I have not met you, welcome and thank you. And to all of you, sending so much love. Thank you. Namaste. Amen, au revoir, goodbye, toodaloo, ciao baby, and all the things.